Now, and I think we're live. Okay, so I'm here with Megan. Megan, thanks for coming here and talking to me. I mean, actually,
Anytime.
so Megan Garinger is a senior in high school who has a passion for activism. Her most hands-on project was promoting Denim Day, a day of recognition for sexual assault survivors. All right, so let's dive right into it. So, Megan, tell me about your history with social activism. How did you first get involved? I want to know everything.
Okay, so I think the most important thing is, first of all, that I went to this really small charter school um, for middle school, and it was a public school, but it was like a lottery. So we had kids from every corner of LA County all in one place, and it was really small, so we were really close. And since it was really liberal, there was like actually a lot of curriculum based around social activism.
Mhm.
And
Oh, cool.
I was like in a class that was like my first big passion was climate change, and I'm still obviously into it a lot, but that was like my first like time consuming project. And so we spent a lot of time on doing like community service and social activism at my school. And like I honestly don't think I could have left that place not caring about other people as deeply as I do. And then I kind of took it with me when I went to Costa, but Manhattan Beach is just the most, like, I know this sounds like ridiculous, but Manhattan Beach is actually like vastly different from anywhere I've ever gone to school. Like, it's not like people are worse, but it's just like the amount of money that everyone has makes it really hard for anyone to face any consequences. So like Denim Day and sexual harassment was like important when I lived like, or when I was going to school in the middle of LA. But like when I got here, it was weirder because I had like friends and peers and even like teachers who had been like harassed, but like had never like gotten any like respect or like really gotten to get anything out of it, because like, and everyone in Manhattan Beach just like had the means to like not be punished.
Right. No, that's a really interesting point. So so can you tell me a little bit about Denim Day? Like first of all, just like to people who don't know what it is, like if you could explain it, and then like why denim, and then its personal significance to you, because yeah, I just want to know how it became a passion of yours.
um Denim Day itself is just, in Italy in 1999 there was this court case that went to like the Supreme Court of Italy. And basically it was a rape case between a girl and who she said was her rapist, and or a woman, she was an adult. But basically the end verdict ended up being that her jeans were too tight for her to have taken off herself. So the court ruled that because her jeans were tight, like naturally she would have had to have helped him take them off, and therefore the sex had to be consensual, which
Wow.
we realize now, 20 years later, is ridiculous, because there are a number of ways that that could have not happened, or even if she did help, that could have been different later. But then, like, it was really how they ruled. And then it started in Italy. People in Italy were pissed off for her. And then it became a worldwide thing. So it was the 21st year this year. And I didn't learn about it until last year when Allie Smythe was a senior. And she was interested in it. And then I wrote a feature on her for La Vista about it. And so then I kind of got involved, and she was like, well, I need someone to help me with it anyway. And then we kind of just took it up. But I always cared about the topic, but the Denim Day whole like official idea was definitely Allie's, and I have probably taken way too much credit for it. But
um, okay, so can you tell me a little bit how it's happened in the past, like last year, and then
how that
how,
changed now.
yeah, like in every aspect.
Okay. So basically last year, obviously it was the first year, so things were shaky, even though we did get to do it in person, but everyone showed up on the 20, was it the 24th last year, I think, and everyone showed up in their denim. We did have a hashtag, but it wasn't super active, because more than anything, like, people just saw each other at school, and it was great. We had stickers to pass out, we had a few buttons, and then we had t-shirts for people that were like on the Healthy Relationships Committee, which is the committee that like does this stuff, and then a few teachers that were involved. So it was just the t-shirts. We actually had a lot more planned for this year. Like this year we were gonna have a booth at one of Link Crew's things. We were gonna have a booth at Coachella. We had prepared, like we were gonna have this wall. Like remember the dream wall where people would just like post their dreams?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but it was more like geared toward Denim Day, and we had questions about like, you know, what like how people should feel when they want to come out about those types of things. Like we hadn't for sure written all the questions, but we were gonna do like a Denim Day-ish dream wall sort of thing with different questions that pertain to that. And then we had all these resources to hand out, like tons of flyers, and we were gonna have someone come from, where was it? Give me a sec. We were gonna have someone come from Beach City's health district to like talk about it. And so like this year it was like it was a huge commitment, and I put a lot of time into it, and so did everyone else who was on the committee. So it was definitely weird to not have any of that stuff in person. But once we canceled all that, we started focusing on like making sure the social media presence was like 10 times what it was last year to
Right.
like make up for it. Because more than anything, like it's not for me, it's that like so many people that I knew that had personal experiences of sexual assault like felt really strongly and like grateful when they saw all these people wearing denim. So I didn't want them, just because they were stuck in their house, to like not see that support. So then the social media was a big part of that. And we had the same hashtag, but I really tried to like vamp up the healthy relationships account, because before it had like what, like 30 followers. It's a school club. So,
Yeah.
but I tried to like give that more of a social media presence, and then also like using my own personal Instagram and then like the ones of people I knew to like try to get people to focus there. Like I don't know, it's easy to wear denim, but less people want to take pictures of themselves and take the time to post in denim, especially like guys that I know at least tend to not post on like social media anyway on a normal day.
Right.
So it's definitely like more of a stretch to ask people to post pictures of themselves, but it ended up being fantastic. Like we had, I think, like 50 people that posted before 10 in the morning. Like
Wow.
it was great. Yeah.
So,
And I'd have to recount that if you're going to use it, but
okay. Um, so how was the overall response? Like, did you expect, like, what did you expect? And how did people, how were people receptive to the transition? And
I think some people thrived off of it, because some people, like I use social media a lot in my daily life anyway.
mhm.
So I'm making an entire day out of
Hello?